This is Mrs. Kelly.
Hi.
Andrea.
Hi. Yes, Andrea. I'm a dancer. I'm an artistic director, and I'm a dancer. I have my own dance company.
Which one?
Andrea Kelly Dance Theater, AKDT in Chicago. Yes, we're based out of Chicago.
Do you know Joel Hall?
Yeah, actually, Joel is my master teacher. Hi, Joel, if you're watching.
Your dress is gorgeous.
Thank you.
Banging. I love it.
Ryan, ask her a fabulous question.
Well, where is it by? Who is it from?
Believe it or not, ladies, it doesn't have to be tour or right off the runway. I got it at BB. Believe it or not. Yes.
Hello, I'm the lesbian Madge Weinstein of yeastradio.com, and this is Justin Polera of pulpistaken.com. Welcome to Untitled, the show that brings you the newsworthy and the arts, and the lesbian. Let's get down to it, shall we? First of all, my vagina has an unusually foul odor. Oh, sorry, that was the note for my doctor's visit tomorrow. The $850 billion so-called bailout of the U.S. financial system accomplished, as of this taping at least, nothing to improve the economy. However, something really wonderful did come from the bailout bill. The bill included a new law which will require healthcare insurance carriers to provide equal coverage for mental and physical illnesses. This is a huge victory for the mentally ill, such as myself. Part of this law specifies that the co-payment for mental health care for Medicare patients will come down from 50% to 20% over the next 6 years. Many prominent people, such as Rosalind Carter, Tipper Gore, and the dead Senator Paul Wellstone, have been fighting for this healthcare parity for years. The journal Science will report on Friday that 1 in 4 mammals is facing extinction. In addition, 1 of 2 mammal species is declining in population. The cause of these extinctions and declines is, of course, human activity. Habitat loss is the major cause of this man-made devastation, but so is reckless fishing and the often ignored climate change.
Madge, I've also heard that one of the big problems facing the animal species in the world today is deformation, also due probably to climate change. And a notable example is the polar bears, who the male polar bears now have female genital, and that makes them impotent.
Well, then how are they male?
They're hermaphrodite now or
They
something.
have penises and vaginas?
They got it both. They got a little...
That can't be all that bad.
It's bad for them, then they can't procreate.
Well, Sarah Palin says nobody cares about the polar bears, so
Oh, okay. Well,
tough toodles. All right, can we continue now? Are you done? In Israel, several retired generals from the Israeli Defense Forces have been endorsing Barack Obama for president. Additionally, several members of Mossad, the Israeli Secret Service, have endorsed Obama. The Jewish Council for Education and Research has produced an amazing video which interviews many of these Israeli Obama supporters. Hopefully, this will put to rest the propaganda coming from the McCain campaign, which implies that Obama is a Jew-hating terrorist. Obama wants peace, McCain wants war, and Sarah Palin can't wait for Valentine's Day. Cold Stone Ice Creamery may be operating in sin. The blog Joe My God reports that Cold Stone's founders donated thousands of dollars to the cause of making gay marriage illegal in California. To hell with the Cold Stones. And now, Justin, why don't you tell us what's going on in the art worlds?
Chicago Artist Month opened with strong shows across the city. This year's theme is Artists and Issues That Matter. We opened this video with footage from the genarts Fresh Faces in Fashion runway show in Millennium Park. The larger-than-life lesbian photographer Catherine Opie has a retrospective at the Guggenheim Museum in New York City. Opie's portraits offer searing insight into queer culture, but I'm much more interested in Lee Godie, who explored an unusual kind of queerness. Godie's work is now on display at the Intuit Center for Outsider Art here in Chicago. The exhibition is the first major display of Godie's work since her death in 1994. Godie was an eccentric who resembled a homeless person. In 1968, she was noticed selling her paintings on the steps of the Art Institute of Chicago. She would open her ragged coat, revealing rolled paintings, while toothlessly announcing, "Would you like to buy some canvases? I'm much better than Cezanne."
I'd eat that.
Art and Politics in Chicago opened at the DePaul University. The exhibit explores the political turmoil of the 1960s and relates to the chaos of today. Also, the Loyola University Museum of Art has 2 shows, Suitcase Paintings and The Art of Democracy. See them before they close.
And now, let's take a look at some more footage from the genarts fashion show. Now, I shot this footage Do not look at me! Now, I shot this footage myself, so it ought to be good. Wow. How'd you like that, Justine?
I thought Philip Sparks' collection was quite beautiful.
What about the penis?
Oh, the penis. Exceptional.
It was really bouncing around a lot.
It was moving.
There was a lot of junk in the, what do you call that?
A lot of movement in the fabric.
In the hood? You call it junk in the hood? Not junk in the trunk, junk in the hood. Anyway, I nearly fell out even though I'm a lesbian.
You're lesbian.
Okay, so anyway, what's coming up in the week ahead, Justine?
In Chicago, Donald Young Gallery will be displaying new works of Canadian-born art star Rodney Graham. Included in the show will be an installation called Rotary Cycle Opticon. Also in Chicago, Rona Hoffman Gallery hosts a group show called Reflections, A New Generation of Leadership. Artists included are Thomas Hirschhorn, Emily Jacir, Mikhail Rovner, Nancy Spero, Liam Golub, and Jenny Holzer. The last 3 artists, Spero, Golub, and Holzer, have concurrent shows at the Museum of Contemporary Art. In New York City, the MoMA has a blockbuster show entitled Miro, Painting and Anti-Painting, 1927 to 1937. Miro saved Spanish painting. Everything started to suck intensely after Goya. Up until Miro, Spanish painting consisted solely of endless Picasso imitators who were just awful. Miro declared his goal was to assassinate painting, but ironically, he actually saved it. So, Madge, what's happening in the world next week where you're concerned?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. In the coming days and weeks, look forward to Americans getting thinner and less ugly due to the ever-worsening and completely imaginary economy.
Is this going to solve the obesity epidemic?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Can you stop interrupting me?
Absolutely.
Also in the future, expect, well, how the hell should I know? I'm not a goddamn fortune teller. This is a bunch of crap. Anyway, that's the Untitled show for today. Please send your comments, suggestions, and critiques to pulpistaken@gmail.com. Don't be shy. We want your feedback, even if it's harsh.
Bye.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Lashana Tova.
Lashana Tova.